Hello there, and welcome to episode 54 of Adventures in Knitting with Jenn. My name is Jenn, and this is my little knitting podcast corner of YouTube where I talk about what I am making and made and what I have and what I wanted to make and all that fun stuff. So, I have a bit of a cold. I'm recovering. So my voice will be a little wonky today. Sorry for that. Yeah, cold and flu season. I'm a teacher. Those of you who are new, welcome. Those of you who are returning, glad to have you here. So yeah, I am a teacher. I teach up north in a northern community, and I teach grade 5. Yeah, it's lots of fun. This year's class is a challenge, but every class is a challenge in its own way. This one's just, yeah. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. Today's episode is a little different, as you would have seen from the title. I do have whips and finished objects, but I'm not going to show any of them today because I'm going to do a review and rating of all of my winter knits. How many knits does one person need for winter? But you know, I'm a knitter, so you have a lot. And some of them, yeah, well, I'll get into that. Sorry. All right. So I am in Canada, way up north in Ontario, so it does get cold here. I'm going to be using Celsius. You know, in the winter, you're going to have the average minus 25 weather. We do get minus 30, minus 40 sometimes, but it's rare. I mean, we got a minus 40 maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times a year. We don't go to school then. We close down school for too cold. Yeah, teachers still have to go to school though, which I'm like, I'm like, why? It's too cold for the kids. It's too cold for us. No, they offer us rides. It's a little different situation here, right? Then you went down south. Not everybody has a car here. We walk everywhere. And even when I did have a vehicle here, it was too cold for my car to start. So, because my car didn't have a block heater, which is dumb. I don't know why a car in Canada wouldn't have a block heater. But anyways. So I had to get a ride anyways. They do give us rides whenever, if it's too cold. Those are only a few days. So I'm going to be going through all of my knits that I have and talking about them. I have split them up into 3 categories. So I have 10 degrees to minus 10 degrees. Sorry. I wanted to do this video. I got the idea and I was like, I thought it'd be fun. Hopefully you guys think it's fun. And then my second category is minus 10 to minus 20. And then I have minus 20 to minus 30. So I'm going to start off with the 10 degrees to minus 10. October, 26th today. And it's probably, we haven't had any minus weather yet, but it's about 5 degrees, 6 degrees on average. So the first one is kind of a Christmas set. This is the pattern is The Little Pine Tree by Cozy Up Knits, and it was a kit. Oh, it's so cute. It's got the little pine trees on it. It's kind of Christmassy, but not. This massive pom-pom. It all came as a kit with the patterns. And then it came with mittens patterns too. And the yarn is from Rose Hill Yarns. It was all a kit you could buy on Rose Hill website a couple years ago. Yeah, so this is in my 10 degrees to minus 10 because it is not warm at all. Like, especially over the ears, you know, like that's the main area that I'm like worried, concerned about. And honestly, I'm bringing this home for Christmas because down I have 2 homes, if you're new here. And outside of Ottawa, it doesn't get near as cold as it does up here. So this is going to be perfect for Christmas. I'm going to bring it home with me at Christmas and keep it at home because I never wear it up here. I never do. It's so cute. The color work was fun, and the mittens are a little big, but that's okay for me because then you can just wear the little finger mitts underneath, so that works out fine. But yeah, it's cute. I love this pattern as far as like the aesthetic, but sorry. Oh gosh. It's not warm at all. I never wear it. And the wind, if it's windy, just goes right here. I think it would be better if it had a double. If I did it again, I would do a double brim. Yeah. But there's the little pine tree hat by Cozy Up Nets. All right. The next one is Kiss My PomPoms by Anik St. Louis. And I bought this yarn. It's Ilimani. Amelie. And so I bought this yarn and it came with a pattern when you bought it. It's so cute. Look at it. So cute. Also, not warm at all. Not warm at all. Yeah, this is definitely like, even when it's -1, -2, -3, I'm not reaching for this hat. It is definitely a 10 degrees hat. And you know, when you just want a little something to just protect your ears a little bit. It's so soft. It's so cozy. It's also going home. I never wear it here. It's going home where weather is a lot warmer. But it's so cute. I didn't do a pom-pom for it, obviously, even though the pattern calls for it. It used almost up the whole ball of yarn. It is so soft. So soft, but just not for Northern Ontario. All right. The third one and last for this category is called the Borough Hood by Tori, and it is 1 strand of fingering held with mohair. This one's staying here. Okay, it's not very warm at all either. But it is warmer with the mohair. Mohair adds a little warmth. It is loose, but what I like it for is if I've got my hair like curled or something and I'm walking to school, this is really handy. It has the ties, it doesn't do anything, it's just aesthetics. This is just aesthetics to make a little tie. So this one's staying because I do wear this one. What I do wear with this one though sometimes is I will wear, if it's colder, I'll wear a headband underneath it and then throw this on and then it gets away. But I mean, I believe the designer is in Boston. One of those, you know. So her idea of cold and our idea of cold up here are vastly different. It is so cute though. Sorry for all the coughing. I'm at the coughing stage of my cold. Yeah, it's cute. I like it. I like all these, but not practical. Not practical at all. Definitely over the years I've learned that fingering weight is just not a good yarn to use for winter knits. And yeah, I like this idea of the hood. I really do. I want another one, but I want it to be warm. I want it to be able to be worn when it's -20, you know, because that's what we have the most in the winter, is that type of weather. This one is going to be staying here. I do like it. The yarn is from Yarn Inc. and it was 2 one-of-a-kind skeins that were similar, so I just used it together and it's pretty. neutral. And I do wear this one, especially when I have my hair up. You know, if you got a ponytail, it's hard to, oh gosh. I was like, good. I was so good. I'm like, I can do this. I haven't been coughing. And then, of course, I start talking and I cough all the time. Okay, water. But yeah, I do wear this one. This one's going to be staying. So those are my 3 for 10 degrees to -10, which is what we have right now. Oh my word. Sorry. Okay, last time I say sorry. Next category is -10 to -20. So the first one is, I only have 2 hats in this section. And this is, oh yeah, it's my coloring. Oh yeah. This is a wide rim hat by Purl Soho. And the yarn is my own hand-dyed yarn. So it's Knit Piks DK. And I forget what I dyed it with. I do. I remember I dyed it. It was all of this color. I didn't really like it. So then I wanted to try and see what would happen. The darker orange is madder. So I dipped half of it in madder. And it got this striped color, which I like. This hat is good because this is the double rim. And this yarn is not super wash. It's very scratchy, which is good. Because the scratchier the yarn, the warmer it is. So I do like this one. And it's a little loose, but it works. It works. It's good. I do wear this one. However, the one that I wear most, I wear this right now. This is what I'm wearing all the time. Is a School Run Headband by Laura Penrose. And it is with scraps. I'm not sure which yarn, but I had leftover green yarn with green mohair. So this is 1 strand of fingering, 1 strand of mohair with a little gold thread through it. I don't know if you can see the gold up there. But yeah, it's super cute, little picot edge. And because it's doubled over, plus with the mohair, it is warm. And I wear this one all the time. This time of year, this is more what I wear than the other hats. Because it covers my ears nicely. Whereas the other ones are more exposed. They need to be, yeah. The ears get cold. So this one is probably top 5 favorite school run headband. Okay, mittens. These mittens are my favorite as well. They're not mittens, they're gloves. And the pattern is from Saltwater Gifts. It's not online, it's on a book I bought. First time ever making gloves. This yarn was gifted to me from my sister for my Christmas one year, and it is Sandnes Garn Alpakka. So warm. I wear these almost all winter, every day. I've had them for 2 years now, I think, and they've held up pretty good. I do have to fix up in the middle sometimes, but other than that, I love them. Yeah. I wear these. Even in its -20, they're good. The Alpakka is so warm. For your hands, anyways. So, out of like what I wear the most, those ones I wear all the time. Ones I don't wear all the time are these ones. Now these were a work of art. I love them as far as these are, I wrote notes. Let me just make sure I get it all. Snowdrift mittens by Wool and Pine, and they were, oh my word, cabling. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. The yarn is from Comfy Cozy Knits. They're not that warm. They're not that warm. Yeah. Like I say, this is -10 to -20. This is like the lower end of that. Like -15, -10 weather. I'll wear these. Colder than that, I'm going to my alpaca ones. But they're so beautiful. They're just not warm. Superwash wool, you know, I think that maybe that's the difference. These ones are not superwash. These ones are, so it just changes the like warmth factor a bit. They're gorgeous though, but yeah. All right, this one, I knit these. This is the Sophie scarf by Petiteknit, and I knit it to be a set with the mittens, the gloves. However, on my hands it's fine, but this alpaca is very scratchy on the neck, and I never wear them because it's too scratchy. Yeah, I never wear this. Way too scratchy for on my neck. So I think I might tear this out, rip it out and make something else with it, like a headband or something, because it's not for the neck. Definitely not for the neck. So this is a this was a bit of a fail. The pattern is beautiful and it looks great, but way too scratchy. Way too scratchy. All right, moving on to cowls now. I'm going kind of quick because, well, you know, I don't like my videos to be too long. And no, all of this is your learning. It's a learning process, right? I've learned fingering weight is not a good one to use for winter knits. You know, keep the fingering weight for socks and clothing. Hats, mitts, scarves. No, I'm not going to be using fingering weight again for those items. So it's all learning. Also, superwash is not as warm. Now this one I like. Okay, so this is the Oats cowl by Tin Can Knits. Yarn, I'm not sure. Sorry, Mom. My mom was watching knitting podcasts with me, and she's like, they never know. They're always like, oh, I don't remember. I'm like, she's like, don't they take notes? I took notes, Mom. But this yarn I've had for a while. I threw the tag out. I don't know where it's from. And it's really soft. It's definitely superwash. But what I do like about this one, oh, I'm shedding. Terrible. Is that it's close like this. So what I do is I wear it underneath my coat, and it's just an extra like layer. So it works. Because it's so like tight. This is another thing that I'm going to talk about in a minute. Is learning about cowls. You know, they look so cute, but let me show you. Okay, so there's this one, which is small circumference, which is great. Then I got this one. This is the Take Flight cowl, and it is by the Knitting Expat Designs, and the yarn is from Polka Dot Creek. Spice and spicy mustard. All right, it's decorative piece. There's no, you know, but then even with this one, how do you get it to, you know, you have to like, so that the inside isn't showing. Do you wear it inside out? Like, is that what you do? You almost have to wear it inside out and then fold it down like this. Is that, like, I don't know how to wear this. It's beautiful. It, you know, I was so proud of it, making it, because it took forever. Fingering weight yarn again, a theme. And, like, it's gorgeous, but I have no idea how to wear it. And it's so big, you know, like, so I like this much better because it's shorter, so it hugs my neck better, you know. It's also made with DK weight. Or worsted, actually. I think it's worsted. Did you see the difference? Yeah, I don't know. It's beautiful, but I never wear it. Ever. So yeah, I don't really even want to frog this one, but I don't know how to wear these kind of cowls. I just don't. So the last one I have for this category, I don't remember the pattern. It was a long time ago. I know the yarn is from an advent calendar. And it's like a bandana cowl. This one I wear a lot. So yeah, it was a yarn ink advent calendar. It's DK. And this one I wear a lot because it does hug the neck. You know, when I've got my coat up, keeps me nice and warm, plus a little extra layer in the front. Yeah, this one is one of my most worn objects. Here's what it looks like. It was knit flat and then seamed on the back. And I'm sorry, I don't remember the pattern. And I don't have it in my Ravelry notes, unfortunately. Most worn cowl. All right. Those are all of mine. My hair is looking messy, but it is what it is. I wanted it down. All right, now we got the -20 to -30. The heavy duty. This pattern, again, I don't remember the pattern. The yarn, I'm not sure where it's from, but I do know that it was called pocket change because it kind of looks like pocket change. It goes in dimes and pennies, back when we had pennies. And it started out where you had to knit this like textured pattern, and I went no. I did not have the patience for that. It's also a long giant tube. Well, not giant, but it's a tube, and then you fold it over. So I actually, and it looks like it's DK or worsted. I don't even know how they wear this one either. Like, I don't know where the twist is supposed to be. There's a twist here. I don't know. But I love it. I love the color, and I love the thickness here. And you can double it over because you can change this part. So, yeah. It's warm. It's super warm. I don't even really know how to wear it, but you can see, look there, four layers there. Right over the ears, which is what you want. So this one is one of the top worn. And this one I'll wear underneath. So here, when it's cold, like this. That's what I'll do sometimes. And I really like that. Yeah. Double up warmth. Because I do walk to work. And it gets really cold. It's only a 10-minute walk, but it can be a cold 10 minutes if you're not prepared. So this is in the top list of most worn practical items. I have this hat. This was super bulky. Obviously I have a thing for orange. I wonder why. I love this hat. The yarn is super bulky from Akara yarns. She doesn't make yarn anymore. She just does bats and fiber right now, I believe. And I didn't follow a pattern. I just cast on stitches, and I did a little trial and error. I believe I knit it twice. First time I didn't put a double brim, and that was not practical, so I re-knit it and added the double brim, which I'm really happy with. Yeah, and it is gingerbread cookies is the yarn color. Does look like it. Very warm, very practical. I love this one. I wear it when it's cold. Keeps me warm. All right. Another hat. And this one. I love this one too. Now this one doesn't get warm when it's -30. It's more to the like -20, 25 degrees. To the, yeah, of the scale, -20 to -30. You know, this one is going to get more worn towards the -30 area. This one is more like -25. Yeah, and this one is the Red Cedar Hat by Lindsey Fowler. And the yarn is, the yellow is from Rowan and Raven, and the brown is from That Yarn Habit. Oh, this brim, it's a double brim. I think it was the first time I did it. And I really loved it, but oh, it's a twisted. This brim took forever because it is through the back loop, like twisted rib with 2 different colors. Whoo! And then it was the first time I ever did a Latvian braid, which I love. Turned out really well. Yeah, this one is DK weight and it is super wash, but because of the double brim, it is really warm and I love it. And it's bright. I don't know why people want to wear dark colors in the winter. Like, that makes 0 sense to me. You know, all the winter colors are like navy and burgundy and forest green and plum and all these black. Why? That's when we need sunshine, okay? This is when we need bright colors. So I love the bright. I love the bright colors. We'll get through this. I'm almost done. Okay. I wanted a balaclava because, yeah, on those days that it is super cold. So my friend, co-worker, she started dyeing her own yarn and she gave me this couple skeins to sample. This pattern was just like a free pattern on Ravelry and I'm not sure which one it was. Basic balaclava. And it is worsted and it is not super wash. So it is a little itchy, but that's fine. I don't wear this on its own. I'll wear it underneath my hood of my hat, so that works. Like, I have a big parka that I wear, and like I wouldn't just wear it like this, you know? Like the wind would just get through here. But whenever I put it on with my hood of my parka, fur trimmed, you know, then it's so nice and warm. Keeps me nice and warm on my walk to work, and it's great. And you can, you know, but with glasses, now that I wear glasses the whole time, it's so annoying because everything fogs up. Anyways, you know, the struggle of glasses wearing. But this one is very practical. I wear it when it is super cold. So, the last one. The one, it might look a little funny, but I wear this one the most when it is super cold. And it's called the Altair by Danielle Comu. And I used 100% Highland wool from Hobie. So it's like a giant tube. It's got double. But what I like about this is, for one, speaking about the, I mean, it kind of appeals to my fantasy, you know, side. I love a good fantasy novel. So this kind of looks like, you know, an elf or something hood. But because it's so big like this and it hangs out, my glasses don't actually fog up when I'm wearing this. Like if I'm wearing it like this, my glasses don't actually fog up because I don't know what it does, but it creates this like little warm gap in front of my face, and I can cover my mouth and my nose and my glasses won't fog. So I really like that. And I did do it a little crooked, but whatever. You did seam it up here. And it was just like a big long hood. So I will wear it like this. Yeah. underneath my parka too, and I'm super warm. And it is scratchy. It is scratchy because it is 100% Highland wool, non-superwash. This is what it looks like. But yeah, I love this one. Might look a little funny, but this is great for those super, super cold days. When I'm walking to work, I will wear a headband underneath it too, just for extra warmth, and it's great. I do want another hood. I want another hood for, you know, the middle days, minus 10 to minus 20, but finding the right temperature. There's a new one that came out by Knitting for Olive, I believe, but she wants you to use one strand fingering, one strand mohair, and I'm like, nope, I learned my lesson. That's not warm enough for up here. I would love to use something worsted. I need to look anyways, but I have, yeah. So out of all of them, my favorites, show you my favorites. Out of all of my stuff, these are my favorites. These mitts, I wear them every day, almost, unless it's like minus 30, then I do have like thick, you know, I don't wear knits on that day. This headband I wear every day now. I mean, I say it's for the minus 10 to minus 20, but I wear it now. And yeah, this one for when it's a little colder, and this one, those are my favorite ones. I don't care too. This is so funny, you know, it just, because it never occurs to me, I don't think about it. People are like, oh, I got to see if it matches my coat. I never think about matching when it comes to winter gear. Never do. I'm like, kind of takes me aback because I forget that other people do this. I'm just like a crazy bag lady. I don't know. I'm just like, there's no color scheme here. You know, these are my favorites, and they don't. My coats are black, so I mean everything matches that. I have different coats, of course, for all those different, I got mohair now in my mouth, seasons. I got my parka that I break out when it's minus 30, but then I have another coat for the minus 10 to minus 20, you know. I have climatized being here. This is my 9th year here, and I have climatized. It's so funny when new people come and they're wearing their parkas and they're like long underwear from the beginning of the winter, and I'm like, oh, somebody, well, he's from Uganda, one of our new teachers. Oh my word. He's like, I hope we got some warmer days ahead, and we just all looked at it. We're like, sorry to have to tell you, but it's actually, one of the janitors was there. He starts laughing. He goes, it's going the other way. I'm like, yeah. We won't have many warmer days. We usually have snow by my next week. We've already had snow a couple times, but it hasn't stayed. But usually by October 31st, we're usually giving out Halloween candy. And yeah, last year I was in my snow pants and my parka. It wasn't that cold, but here there's so many kids that come. It's fun. But we get like 1,000 kids showing up at our doors. And they just come in they'll like load up in a truck, in the bed of a truck, and just like their parents will just wait, and they'll hop out and hit up all the houses, because we kind of live in a row here of houses for teachers. Teachers live all over the place, but in our little section we've got a row of houses, so they'll just drop the kids off at one end, and the kids will just hit all the houses, and you can't stay in your house, and you'll be opening your door like every 2 seconds, so we just dress warm and sit outside until it's over. They have like they're only allowed to come to the teachers' houses for a certain time period. They just say that in the community. You can go trick-or-treating to the teachers' houses from I think it's like 5:30 to 6:30 or something like that. So you're outside for an hour, freezing if you don't dress warm. But it's fun. It's fun to see all the costumes and yeah, give out candy. Candy is expensive this year though. Oh my word. I bought candy, 2 bags of 150 pieces, and I'm like, that's it. It was $40. I was like, that's insane. I bought the candy that had the most amount of pieces in it from Costco, and then I decided to give out tattoos and stickers when I run out of that candy because, yeah. So I have like enough for 700 people, and then I'm just going to go in and shut my door. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you kind of liked that video. I don't know. I thought it would be fun. Give it a like if you did. And thanks for hanging in there till the end. And I'm sorry for the cold. Hopefully it's already better. Elderberry, man. I've been downing that like crazy, and I feel like it's progressed quickly. All right, enough rambling. I hope you have a good 2 weeks, and I will see you then, and with all my lots of finished objects then, I'm sure I will have. All right, take care.